Okay, let's go. Final fort, presumably in the game. Voice crack. And then we just had the underground to do. Oh, that and the liberation missions, I guess. I'm basically looking for a way to enter. This blizzard is not really helping matter. Oh, here we go. Okay. There is a captain coming up. Oh, he's on the other side of that wall. I see a guy there, but I can't actually. Oh, there he is. There we go. Where is this guy going? Looking at the map, there's a guy roughly in the direction I'm looking. And for these guys to turn around. And there we go. Okay, so I think the captain makes his rounds close to here, maybe. I'm gonna wait until he comes close, and then I will whistle. Oh, he's on a horse. Well, that makes things easier. Okay, now let's destroy the powder reserve. And lower the flag. And that was easy. We did this entire thing full stealth, undetected. I don't think I've ever done that before. That was pretty cool. I'm proud of that. It's one of the best runs I've had in one of these things. Again, excuse me, music is usually playing at this part, but because of fear of copyright, I turn music down to 0. Okay. Next, let us do the underground now. I always love exploring the underground. I mentioned this when I was doing Boston's, but underground's easy. Exploring the underground is one of my favorite parts of this game because it's just so cool. I find it so cool. Probably the only one that does things cool, but whatever. I'll go left first. Okay, let's see. It's just the. This is. I mentioned when I was doing the. When I was doing the Boston Underground that this is actually the closest thing we have to exploring tombs in Assassin's Creed 3. This is dead end. And I do honestly feel that way. But I still find it interesting to interact to solve puzzles here because it's really kind of cool to me, even though people may find this very boring to do. In fact, some people even skip the underground entirely. But at the very least, you will be getting more fast travel points. So, in fact, I consider it to be well worth your time to do. You don't need to explore every nook and cranny as I like to do. It's just I like to fill out the map. But in fact, if you're speed running this, if you're even if speedrunners probably don't do 100% playthroughs. I mean, speedrunners probably don't explore the underground. But if you know the what's called the route, you can probably get through this a lot faster than I am. I'll take a look at the map real quick. Okay. I always end up becoming a little bit lost in here at some a point, but I still find this very fun to do. And sadly, it's as fast as I can run, so. Let's see, we have Old Dutch Church, I think. I can't read that one. And Brewery. Let's do the church first. And lockpicking minigame, my favorite. Honestly, I consider the lockpicking minigame here to be one of the easiest lockpicking minigames, and any, like, I consider this to be easier than lockpicking minigame in Skyrim. I could break that, but never mind. Skyrim, and honestly, I consider Oblivion to be the worst lockpicking minigame. But Skyrim is just easy to an extent if you put points into certain skills, but it's essentially becomes broken if you do what many people do by refusing to complete the thief skill and just keeping the skeleton key for yourself. A lot of people do that, and I have several friends who did that, but it's not personally what I like to do. I don't know why I'm talking about Skyrim in this when I'm exploring the underground, but okay. Something that I am kind of tempted to get. I've heard good things about the Xenoblade Chronicles series, and I mentioned before how I'm planning on going to GameStop soon to get a new game. I honestly am kind of thinking about getting the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Because I heard a lot of people say, oh, that's a really good game, but I never actually played that game before. And it'd be kind of interesting to see what is so great about that. It's just, I did kind of have the ending explode for me. I did kind of have the story explode for me. And I honestly kind of hate those RPGs where the final boss you fight is essentially a god. Freaking Final Fantasy does this all the time. It's just so annoying. But it's just Gotta be something to do with that. That's just too suspicious. Oh, I don't see a TNT barrel. Oh, speak of the devil. I don't know if this could break. It probably can't, but I'm gonna just put it back here. Really? How did that miss? Honestly, kind of amazed I didn't get hit by that. Okay, what is up here? Oh, really? I really hate the slow reload for this game. I may need to buy some more ammo at some point. I only had 3 shots left. Oh, that's a shortcut. Okay. Let's keep going, I guess. What's through here? The only thing I don't like about the underground is the lanterns that you light don't stay lit. If you leave the underground, they all go dark. I'm going this way. Uh... Something that I am kind of looking forward to. I was actually, I guess I should say this before I move on to talks of future projects. I am consistently trying to beat Fanarona off screen because I honestly suck badly at that game, and I'm honestly trying to figure out how to. I'm honestly trying to do it on my own because I am just god awful at it. But when I do play Fanarona, when I do beat it, I'm gonna be. In fact, I'm shooting to actually beat it at the beginning of next stream. Next time I play this game, uh, I will be getting the original gamer achievement because honestly, I consider 9 Men's Morris to be vastly easier than Fanarona. But something else I will say is when I eventually stream Assassin's Creed 4, which will be the next Assassin's Creed game I play on stream. I am not sure if this is true because I haven't gone back and played the multiplayer at all. But it's very possible that the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed 4 has been shut down. That will mean the random multiplayer achievements like getting to level 55 or killing a target in a specific way, I cannot actually do. So as much as it pains me to say it, this will probably be the first instance of this channel where I'm unable to complete a game because of multiplayer being shut down. When I eventually, I am planning on playing through Far Cry 2 at some point. Far Cry 2 is a very nostalgic game for me. I will eventually be playing Far Cry 2, but when I do, look at the map. I just letting you guys know, I also cannot play through, get everything in Far Cry 2 because it also has multiplayer achievements and multiplayer is shut down in that game. You can't even go into a lobby. Even if you get like a full team of 6 players to help you, you can't even get into a lobby because multiplayer is completely shut down. That's what I tried to do before when I was trying to work on those achievements, but you can't even access it. So, this might be pretty obvious when I say multiplayer shut down, but there's some multiplayer games they do have multiplayer still active. It's just that no one ever plays it, so that's why I was kind of going into detail about that. Something else I will say, as far as I am aware, Assassin's Creed 4 may be the last Assassin's Creed game to have a multiplayer function. I'm honestly trying to think. You have like mechanics like in Assassin's Creed Origins where you can advance deaths of other players, but it's not the same as player versus player games that original Assassin's Creed Brotherhood had, that Assassin's Creed Revelations had, that Assassin's Creed 4 had. Uh, but I'm also trying to think. Oh, I guess we do have co-op in Unity. I think you can also handle Unity solo. Handle the co-op in Unity solo. But just letting you guys know, there will be games I cover in the future where I cannot actually do everything. So uh, just kind of giving you guys a warning, because even though I do like to get all the achievements into quote unquote gold games, I cannot actually get all the achievements in some games because some mechanics are no longer able to play. I'm honestly kind of surprised that the multiplayer for Saints Row 1 of all things is still active. Like, you can still play the game Protect the Pimp, but games like you can't even play like the multiplayer Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because that's been shut down. You can't even play even more recent games. Like, I still consider Assassin's Creed 4 to be somewhat of a recent Assassin's Creed games. You can't even do that online, which really sucks. Oh, I see. But that's just something to be aware of. Even though I do like to get all the achievements, some achievements I just can't get. Which is kind of annoying, but what can you do? It's just also kind of irritating a little bit. Because it just really triggers my OCD.
How long do we need to stay down here? As long as it takes.
Okay. Let's actually loot you guys for some ammo, potentially. Oh, thank you for filling out my ammo. What a very generous enemy. Gotta be something up there. I don't see a way to climb up. Maybe that's later. No, okay. I guess that's maybe later. I don't know. It looked like there was gotta be something up there, but I guess it was just maybe decorative. There's also this destroyable wall here, and I'm not seeing a TNT barrel. Maybe that's later. Okay, let's go ahead and go through here. You got another mason room. Really? Okay. In the lodge, while constituted, you are not to hold private committees or separate conversation without leave from the master, nor to talk of anything impertinent or unseemly, nor interrupt the master of wardens or any brother speaking to the master, nor behave yourself ludicrously or as low jester while the lodge is engaged on what is serious and solemn, nor use any unbecoming language upon pretense whatsoever, but to pay due reverence to your masters, wardens, and fellows, and put them to worship. If any complaint to be brought, the brother found guilty shall stand to the award and determination of the lodge, who are the proper and competent judges of all such controversies, unless you carry it by appeal to the Grand Lodge, and to whom they ought to be referred, unless the Lord's work be hindered the meanwhile, in which case a particular reference may be made, but you must never go to law about what comes to masonry without an absolute necessity. This is actually pretty long. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the highlights. So, nor behave yourself ludicrously or as low jester. The Catholic religion is to the left of all nations. I don't see a clue there. The foundation and the internally crawling capstone, so the foundation is up top. Prevent you're going to law right or wrong with strangers. Okay, so jester is down below. Catholic Church to the left. There we go. That's honestly kind of long. I was gonna read the whole thing, but I didn't realize how long it actually was. So that is done. Next, let us go to St. Paul's Chapel.